Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about 24 products that I think are near on impossible to decrease in value and will only gain you returns over time. I know that's a bold statement, but I would back all of these 24 sealed Pokemon card products that I'm telling you to increase in value. Now it's a hard one because you might say, oh Michael, of course all sealed Pokemon card products go up over time. Well, yes they do, but others will stagnate for a long period of time. These are all products I think that we'll see, upticks on in the near future. They're not things that you'll have to sit on for 3 years before you even see any movement. These are things that I think will start making gains relatively quickly. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you want to become a channel member, that would be very much appreciated. A lot of you guys shoot me emails as channel members, ask me a lot of Pokemon investment related questions, and it's nice to have a chat to you on that forum. So anyway, let's start it off. First one I want to show, this is number one, is Fusion Strike 3-pack blister. Now, I just want to say that there's 24 of them, so I don't want this video to go for, 25 minutes or half an hour. I'm going to get through them relatively quickly, but I will give a little bit of commentary around some of them, particularly when it comes to the investing side and why I think they'll go up. 3-pack blister, Fusion Strike, great set. Espeon promo is the one that I would suggest, and I'll also show the current market price on here in US dollars. So this is currently 22 US dollars. The next one I wanted to show up is Lost Origin 3-pack blister. If I had to pick a promo, I'd probably go the Regigigas, if that's exactly how you pronounce it. Only $13.40 is current market price. Seems a little bit cheap, doesn't it? It's like you're paying under $5 US. Well, you're paying just over $4 US per booster pack, plus you're getting the promo inside there. The thing about 3-pack blisters and why I've selected so many 3-pack blisters in this is it's, like I talk about them for a few reasons. They actually perform really well. Over time, they don't quite perform as well as a booster box, for argument's sake, but they actually get quite close to it. Like, if you look at something like a Unified Minds booster box, let's say you bought that at $100 wholesale and it's now worth whatever it's up to, $650, I think. Or if you bought a 3-pack blister at $12.95 and it's now up to $70 US, the 3-pack blister is 5x its money and the booster box is 6x its money. Performance-wise, it's very close. Not only that, it's also a really good entry point price into the hobby. They display well. The promos can also add weight to them. Quite often as well, they don't get reprinted. Like, they come out in the first wave of printing and that seems to sort of be it sometimes. They don't get the big, Elite Trainer box reprint or the big booster box reprint, those second waves that come in products, or the big collection box reprints. Quite often they can get reprinted, but quite often they only get the one reprint wave. So third one I want to show you is Lost Origin Booster Bundle at $31.59. Again, this works out to about $6 a pack. $5 a pack. I love booster bundles. I don't think they're going to be the next big thing. Like, everyone's sort of looking out for that. We've had booster boxes and Elite Trainer boxes have really taken off, and everyone's looking for that next big sort of sealed chase product, that display product. I don't think it'll be booster bundles, but they display well, and they're a cool little thing to open along the years. So I can see these being quite popular down the track. And Lost Origin, of course, is a set out of, should be out of print. It's not quite out of rotation yet, but it should be out of print. I really can't see it being reprinted. I'd be extremely surprised if it was. The next one, for that sake, that I want to show is the Lost Origin ETB. The star of the show is on the Elite Trainer box, Giratina. Of course, it's on the booster box as well. It's the main chase card from the set. These are going for $42.58. You're getting the 8 booster packs inside there, of course. The same thing, works out just over $5 a booster pack. That's still very, very reasonable for Lost Origin, which is arguably the second biggest set behind Evolving Skies in the whole of the Sword and Shield era. It'll go down as definitely, top 3, top 4 from Sword and Shield, which is one hell of an era. It'll go down arguably as the second or third most popular chase card of the whole Sword and Shield era. So, if you can buy them in a sealed product, untampered with booster packs at $5 a pack US, you're not really going to go wrong, are you? Next one I want to show you, Brilliant Stars Booster Box. This lagged behind for ages because Pokemon Center still had it in stock for so long at $192. I think it's really, really good buying. We've seen massive gains from the trainer gallery. It's got a Charizard, of course, alternate art card. It's the only Charizard old art from the main set. I can just see this booster box really starting to make a climb in the right direction. While we're still on Brilliant Stars, a few other products from Brilliant Stars. The Build and Battle Kit. I don't mind at $17.45. You've got the possibility of pulling the Lucario promo or a Moltres promo from there. If you haven't seen the promos inside there, they get the, I don't really like the holo pattern, but they get that lined holo pattern with a Brilliant Stars stamp logo on it. I really like stamp promos. I love the Build and Battle Kit stamp promos. The XY Evolution ones are really cool. The Vivid Voltage ones are cool where you can pull the Charizard or the Lugia. So I don't mind these, and I don't mind it at that price, $17.45. Like, it just shouldn't go backwards from there. Like I said, this whole video is about products that should be moving north in the near future, and I just cannot see that product moving backwards, but I can see it moving north in the near future. While we're still on Brilliant Stars, of course, the 3-pack blister, you've got both, it's 2 of the evolutions in it, Glaceon and Leafeon. Either are good pickups, and they're about $15. I bought a heap of these. So I'm not trying to pump it up, but go buy them. Nah, just joking. I've got heaps of these. So many Brilliant Stars 3-pack blisters. Bought them at launch here in Australia, whenever that was. Geez, it must be getting close to 3 years that Brilliant Stars has been out. Is it that long? Whew, starting to get on, isn't it? But yeah, Brilliant Stars 3-pack blister, great pickup at $15. And of course, the check lane blister. I don't mind this one. Eevee inside the check lane blister. Check lane blisters are a cool little piece, and it's going to be your cheapest sealed sort of entry point price, other than, of course, just a standard sleeve booster. But at $6, I think it's cool. Eevee promo, coin inside there as well. Cool little product at $6. Next one I wanted to show you is Astral Radiance booster box. I don't think this is quite finished its surge upwards yet. Sword and Shield's had this massive rise, and I think this is what's going to happen with Sword and Shield booster boxes. There's been so much hype around the singles, so much hype around the sealed booster boxes. They've taken massive gains. I think they'll just quieten off for a little while. Before they come older and rarer and more people open them, I wouldn't be surprised if we see small gains over the next 6 to 12 months on Sword and Shield booster boxes. And then we see the same thing that happened with Sun and Moon happen to Sword and Shield booster boxes, where we really start to see that uptick. Like, Astral Radiance is a better booster box, in my opinion, than $177. Will it go down from that? Unless it gets reprinted, no. Will it go up from that? Damn right it should. Next one, Astral Radiance 3-pack blister, and I would suggest the Sylveon with the promo there, $13.82, so you're under $5 US a pack. Astral Radiance, I don't mind this little check lane, only because I love these 2 Pokemon, Onix and Steelix. If we're going back to Gen 1, Gen 2, these were cool Pokemon. Onix was, you know, it was Brock's Pokemon, and the Steelix, hey, check out the Steelix in Paradox Rift if you haven't had a look at that card. That is a very, very good looking card. At $12 for this blister, that's cool. 2 promos inside there. I think it's a good thing. Silver Tempest is the next Sword and Shield set I wanted to talk about with a few products. The ETB, it's not the best looking ETB. I really like an ETB with a bit of pop to it, a bit of wow factor, but at $31.30, you know, price per pack average is quite good out of the Silver Tempest ETB. There's every chance, well, actually, no, there's probably not a big chance, but I think if anything were to get reprinted from Sword and Shield, you know, it might be another print wave of maybe some Astral or some Silver Tempest or Lost Origin ETBs, but just if they need to clear some leftover stock, I don't know. But extremely rare chance, I think. So, you know, these Silver Tempest products should move up. Another one, of course, the 3-pack blister. I would go the one with the Pikachu coin inside there if you could at $13 US. And finally, the Silver Tempest booster box at $167. I've done a fair few videos ranking, you know, particularly the trainer galleries of Sword and Shield. And if you look at the 4 main trainer gallery sets, excluding Crown Zenith, you know, or even if you include Crown Zenith, Silver Tempest arguably has the weakest trainer gallery. However, it's still not bad. Like, a trainer gallery still adds weight, and a lot of those trainer galleries from Silver Tempest will still boost up in price. Plus, it's got the Lugia old art. $167 will be a little bit undervalued in a year or two, won't it? Like, that booster box will be dearer than that. It's not going to go backwards unless there's a very slim chance that it gets reprinted. Hey, another one, Cosmic Eclipse. I know I said I'm doing a lot of 3-pack blisters, but the Celebi inside the Cosmic Eclipse booster box is now out of reach for people, and the ETB is going to get out of reach for people. So when those products get out of reach for people, and people still want a little bit of a taste of a great set, like a Team Up or a Cosmic Eclipse, or even going back to some XY or Black and White series eras, you know, getting the 3-pack blister for $75 gives you a little bit of a taste into that era and holding a sealed product of it. Paldea Evolve 3-pack blister as well, only $14.77. Obsidian Flames with the Eevee, the 3-pack blister at just over $12. That's pretty cheap. And another one I wanted to talk about really, really quickly was Paldea Evolve booster box. Now, on this Scarlet and Violet booster boxes for a second, I want to talk about this. It's really, really hard, I think, at this moment to go, where do I go all in with the booster box? Because there's every chance come September, October, you know, the typical reprint window for, you know, booster boxes or elite trainer boxes for main sets, there's every chance something like Paldea Evolve, Obsidian Flames, even Paradox Rift, English 151 could get some level of reprint. Not saying it will, but it could. And you could possibly get stuck by going in heavy now into Paldea, Paradox, Obsidian for argument's sake, English 151, maybe not that one so much, but definitely those 3 sets. If you go heavy into those now, we could end up with the whole Battle Styles, Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze scenario where, you know, those products are really only starting to see an uptick now, you know, 3 to 3.5 years after their second or third, in some cases, reprint. So I would hate for someone to go really heavy into Paldea. I'm not saying don't do it, but if you did, and then it were to get reprinted come September, October, and it just squashes the price for 2 to 3 years, that's where I'm a bit hesitant on it. However, if you can find them on special, like in Australia here, Gameology currently has them at 152 Australian dollars a booster box. If you convert that to US dollars, it works out to be $100 US a booster box. Current TCG market price, I think, is about 125 or 126 US dollars. So you feel like you're buying the product under market price. If you can still buy a Scarlet and Violet booster box on the super cheap, below market price, and happy to sit on it for 3 to 5 years and even ride the wave of reprints, there's nothing wrong with buying Scarlet and Violet booster boxes. So I think that's a pretty good pickup. A couple of Crown Zenith one, the Galarian set of 3 tins. You're getting 15 packs if you get the set of 3 because you're getting 5 per pack, $83.95 plus the Galarian Bird promos. They're a pretty good pickup. I don't think they're going to go backwards. Plus the Crown Zenith 3-pack blisters. You've got the new gen starters inside there at $15.44 a blister. Sorry, 151. I don't want to leave this out because I think it's such a good product. And no matter what, 151 is going to perform well over time. Like even if we rewind the clock forward, fast forward the clock to 5 years from now, if we look back, no matter what price, whether it's, you know, a booster bundle at $40 or whether it gets reprinted and you can get them at $32, looking back in 5 years' time, I don't think it's going to make a great deal of difference when it comes to 151, but it could well get reprinted. But at $40, you could hedge. If it doesn't get reprinted, why not hedge your bets, especially if you're going to sit on it for 5 years. Next one, Lost Thunder ETB. So we're going back in time a tiny bit here. The Lost Thunder ETB, $182 for a Sun and Moon ETB. It's one of those mid-tier Sun and Moon sets. Yeah, there's not some great pulls from it. We can get the Rainbow Lugia, but the ETB artwork on Lost Thunder looks really, really good. Zorora on there, blue and yellow. It's a cool looking ETB. I think it's a bit underpriced if you compare it to a lot of those other, you know, the Celestial Storms of the world. Of course, you know, the Cosmic and the Team Up and the Unbroken Bonds and Unified Minds, all those other Sun and Moon Elite Trainer boxes seems a bit underpriced compared to them. So I don't think it's a bad pickup at $182. Unified Minds booster box. I can still see a fair bit of growth left in this. At $671, I think the set's too strong to not see more growth. And finally, Fusion Strike booster box. It was funny, there's a little comment section in, someone said, you know, Fusion Strike will be $1,000 in a couple of years. Maybe they said 5 years. I'm very, very confident and bullish on Sword and Shield, but I don't know if I'm that confident and bullish. But what I am confident about when it comes to Fusion Strike booster boxes is that at $238 now, in 3 years' time, we'll be looking back going, geez, that was cheap. There's 24 products I don't see you losing out on and see you making money on in the next 12, 24, 36, even up to 5 years. I'm Michael. This is PokeOz. Catch everyone next time. And a little bonus if you've made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging around. 3 more products just as a little bonus at the end. I'm really surprised how much this or how quickly this has gone up. The Charizard UPC or the Sword and Shield UPC, collection of the greatest Sword and Shield booster packs, 3 beautiful Charizard promos. I think it's pushing 140 US now. This is the blue chip stock of Pokemon card investing, isn't it? Good product this. Everyone said it was overprinted and wouldn't move up in value, and once again, products proving us wrong. I didn't also mention too many collection boxes because I'm not a massive fan of them, but if you can get a collection box at a good price, you know, this one was almost half price. The Evolution, it's got all the Evolutions promos inside there. There's some good Sword and Shield sets, Lost Origin, Astral Radiance, etc. You know, I think if the collection box has the right packs inside it and the right promos, like this one, for example, it'll be a good pickup. This is, of course, in Australian dollars. And one more, just to show you a third final example, is the Arceus V collection box. You've got 2 Brilliant Stars inside here, Chilling Rain, and the big one sitting at the back there, you can just make it out, Cosmic Eclipse. Of course, the Arceus little figurine inside there and the Arceus Alt Art promo. So again, if it's got the right promo and the right packs inside there, collection boxes can make some good gains. So 3 little extras at the end here. Thanks again for watching. I'm Michael. This is PokeOz.